was meant by 3D printing when I first heard about it. Maybe it's not quite that way.
No, maybe someday. Right.
We're getting there, I'm sure, but like, what do you 3D print? I mean, I have seen cell phone cases 3D
Yeah.
printed. But I mean, like, can you do a knife and fork?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can do. I mean, they 3D print houses. I mean, we don't do it yet, but
You need a bigger printer for that.
Yeah. But you know, it's whatever printers are out there in the community that someone signs up for, and as long as there's demand for it, we'll add those people to our network. Our goal is we're very like operator focused.
Mm-hmm.
So our goal is, all right, every operator has to at least get 10 orders. And I think that's a good way to think. Is this thing? No, it's all about getting more customers in. For us, it's like, no, let's make sure that the operators are finding this platform valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so operators are the people in the community
Mm-hmm.
that have the 3D printer. Someone at home that is actually doing the 3D printing.
Okay.
So we have a huge waiting list, but we only bring on people when there's enough demand for them, and then we highly focus on their ability and enjoyment and so on, because they're hobbyists. Most of them are hobbyists. They just happen to have this 3D printer to sit, I'm a fan of Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read that later in life, probably in my late 40s, and I go, I wish I would have read this when I was 14. But the whole idea of everything's a liability until it's making you money, then it's an asset. And so now here's all these people with these 3D printers that they bought, they had a hobby, and they thought they had a lot of fun, and now it's just sitting in the corner because they don't have much to do. But now Intagly gives them the opportunity to bring it back out, dust it off, and now they don't have to come up with ideas of print. They're getting jobs to print for people, and they're hobbyists, and we find them, they do a great job because they want to make sure that it's their passion, and they're helping out the community and. Get them to do something that they enjoy. And 3D printing, the process itself, there's a lot of tricks and trades to making sure your printers are calibrated and making sure that your the placement. I mean, there's an art to it, but for the most part, it's just hit start and then it prints. 12 hours later, it's done, right? So it's not like 12 hours you're working. So they got their 3D printer making them money while they sleep. Or while they're doing something else, and so on. And I think the neat thing is it's created this little community manufacturing ecosystem because the money stays within the community. There's a need, and then someone in the community solves that need, and it just circles around. So think of the libraries. You have the library wants to provide this service, wants promotes them. Somebody that needs to do 3D printing for whatever reason, they go to their library, upload the file, it goes to Intagly, comes out to an operator, they print it, they deliver it to the library, the person comes in the library, so they have more exposure to the library, and they get more foot traffic, and they just feed off each other.